Hello there, my name is Rich,
And I'm Joanne.
and this video is continuing on to our 2 weeks off from campground hosting. You would have saw the video of the 3 nights we spent at Dorga State Park. Now we're at Alta Lake State Park, just outside Pateros, Washington. And in this video, you're going to see kayaking and hiking and all kinds of different stuff that we're going to be doing because we are here for 10 nights at this state park. So we've already gone a few places. We did go into North Cascades National Park. We are going to go back to do another hike at some point. And today we're going to do some kayaking. It's a beautiful day out on Alta Lake. A little bit of geocaching in this videos, and it's been great so far. Our campsite is pretty good. There was a massive fire that came through in 2014, I believe it was, that did burn a lot of trees in this park. So we got a lot of sun. There's some big shrubbery and stuff, but I'd say our spot is actually one of the better ones. There is no full hookup except for the hosts. It's water power, but there is a dump station. So at some point we're going to have to go dump the tanks because I can't go 10 days with the way we use our camper. Showers and bathrooms are nice. What do you think about those parks so far?
It's a very nice park. It's well laid out. You're not hearing a lot of people on top of each other.
Yeah, I'd say
Some
our
spots
loop,
they're together, but where we're at, they're not. So
I'd say our loop is probably the better one. I think the other one was no power sites, but we'll do a drive-through because it is a bit steep, and some of these sites are really close to each other. Even some of the hookups sites without sewer, it's by the day park. While the location is great, oh, you're right next to each other. I mean, like a parking lot, and hardly any space to set up. Sure, it's a great location overlooking the lake, but no, I'd rather be in the site we're at. I'll do a walkthrough of our site as well. So, well, let's go on a little drive around the park and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here we go. Let's do the little drive through of Alta Lake. The heavy panting is not me. We do have Liba, our shepherd, in the back seat. The little check-in booth there off to the right. The dump station is to the left, and off to the left there's a field over there. That's a big group use area. If you turn left, that's down to, we'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and turn left. This is the boat launch area. Decent amount of parking. Do have a CXT bathroom, pit bathroom down here, informational boards, and extra life jackets to be safe if you don't have one. So a little dock, pretty basic little ramp. It is concrete out there ways. So,
this is a participating derby lake.
Participating, is that what a sign said?
Yep, and it also priced out how much has been won, but I didn't catch that part.
So they got bounty on certain fish then. So that's the boat launch. We'll come back out and then we'll go into the first set of campsites where we're parked. We're in site 37. One of the worker bees out there getting some sprinklers going, trying to keep the grass as green as it can. Clear. All right, so you got sites. I missed it. Was it 1 through 40 something or other? Bathrooms, showers in the middle.
46.
46 sites, 1 through 46. So some of these, like off to the right, do have power and water, and then the rest of them are dry camping. I think this is the last one. Yeah, I don't see any pedestals. So now all the rest of these are going to be all dry camping. This little area that some of the Ponderosas did survive the big fire. That was a massive fire. There was numerous homes that burnt down. It's pretty bad. It burned so hot in areas. The soil is just sterilized. Even since 14, the areas we looked at, there's a little bit of shrubbery growing, but boy, not much vegetation. It's going to take a long time to fix that soil and get some trees growing again. But you do have good views out here, and if you're a sun worshiper, fantastic. You got plenty. There are water spigots next to these trash dumpsters. There's a few trash dumpsters around, which is nice. And for the people dry camping, you got your water spigots pretty close by, not too far of a walk.
There's the bathroom that we just passed.
Yep. Bathroom showers in the center of this circle loop kind of deal. This is the fire road where it says no parking. That's a trail that you can walk around the park. I did that portion of that on my hike on the first full day here, which you'll see a little bit of video on that. Okay, so now starting with 35, you got power sites again. There we are in 37. I'll show you a bit more of our site. Some of these sites off to the left have hookups. Now the problem with 37 is, boy, it's pretty unlevel. I'm blocked up, and I still had to lift the jacks up on the front of the camper.
Kind of like this one in front of us. Butts on the ground and is.
I'm not even sure how they shoehorn that in. It's going to be interesting to see them leave. That's a tight fit for that size rig. Now these sites off to the left are power sites. Man, they're right next to each other. Not sure. I'd rather camp in a different spot. Hell, I'd rather camp and dry camping than be just like that. That's not really my kind of thing. All right, head out of this loop. This road does go through. There's some homes and stuff on the other side of the park, so it is a public road. It's not just a dead end in the park.
They also have walking paths through here, so that you're not walking on the road, that are really nicely done.
Yeah, although some people seem to still want to walk on the road, but they do make an option so you can get off the road. All right. And off to the left is the lake. You'll see a little bit more of that. There's parking for day use off on the left. It's, what is it, Tuesday, and it's in the morning, so it's a little quiet today. We're going to go to another loop over here off to our right with more camping. No trailer turnaround past this point. So it is tight. It's, you got a big rig. First of all, you don't want to come in this one. I mean, this is pretty tight. Now, pretty sure this has 0 hookups. I did not see any. And I'm trying to remember on the map, park map, I don't think they have any. These ones are some pretty cool sites for dry camping. I mean, they got some separation. They all have fire rings and picnic tables. Again, dumpsters and water spigots around. It is, you can't see in the video, but this is pretty steep coming up here. Yeah, bathrooms off to the left. Again, sort of in the middle of the circles. As you can see, not much for ponderosas and trees. There's just a few scattered here and there. You got these kind of bushes that are growing pretty quick, and they do provide some shade.
Pretty quick in 11 years.
And coming, we're at the top of this hill, coming back down. Again, no big rigs. Boy, I don't think I'd really want anything past in this section. I mean, there's a couple sites you can fit a 24, 26
Yeah, we
foot
saw
trailer,
a
but
couple of those, but a lot of truck campers were in here over the weekend.
tent camping and pop-up campers. It's small. This is not the place for huge Class A's. It's just not. There's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of other places for that, and as people have the big RVs, they know that they are a bit more restricted where they can go. Not every place can handle that size of rig. But if that's what you want, that's what you get. So they know it. Some nice sites in here, though. You know, some of them got just a parking pad, then just a couple steps away is a nice big flat area for your tents or whatever. So that's it for this one. What did they go up to? 125, I think, was the highest. Kind of a one way in, one way out. Yeah, that's through 125. So we're going to cross. And we're going to go to sites 47 through 90. Now, these are the ones close to the day use. We got a host site here off to our right, and that is doable for us. They just got a host in, yesterday or Sunday? Sunday, I think it was, just showed up. And again, off to the left, yeah, now these sites are great for views, but no thanks. I mean, you got a little sitting area at the end, but you're past the Grey Poupon to your neighbors on either side. So we're gonna let this person go around me because we're touring, and you know, we're in a campground, so people want to go 30 miles an hour. He's not doing too bad, actually, but he wants to go faster. So yeah, while they're kind of, I mean, they got great views of Alta Lake, but no, I mean, it's just a concrete pad with a little seating area behind you, and it's not very long either. So if you got a trailer, you probably got to park your truck somewhere else. There's a little overflow parking. Okay, so then we got some bathrooms here. Down over there is just a couple other little spots. No trailers over 18 feet down there. Small spots again. There's some extra vehicle parking on the left. And a bunch of dry camping spots over that way. That's where, if we would have gone straight, it would have been over here now. Cool location. You're still close to each other.
And no shade.
Yeah, not much for shade. Just a few of the ponderosas in here that survived the big fire. I'm going to continue on here. As you can see, hopefully, I don't know if it picks out on the video, but pretty hilly. Very hilly. And must be a worker bee that's going in there. Who knows? But down in there is the day use, and it's got a really good swimming area.
Good swimming area. There's a nice little store down there that's really well stocked. You can get floats, you can rent them, you can rent paddleboards, kayaks.
Yeah, no glass items or dogs on the swimming area, and that's pretty typical.
They have really good ice cream.
Yeah, they got ice cream. There's a lot of stuff packed in a little tiny store, and there's a couple small little pavilions there. So let's see, we're gonna go back out. And we're gonna go over. We're gonna go to our left. We actually haven't been over this way. There's a group campsite out this way. Another one, besides that big area. So we haven't ever been past this way. I've seen some of it from up above on my hike that, again, you'll see along in this video further. Okay, so there's a group site off to our right. That one's actually kind of secluded and nice. And you actually have trees because it's a section that the fire did not burn. Looks like it's going to be reserved. So that's the end of the park. Further on down is private homes. And it does eventually dead end. So we're going to go back to our campsite now, and I'll show you what our site is. All right. So Alta Lake, I climbed up this way. Joanne's kind of stayed down below. We're looking for a geocache from 2003. Pretty old cache, and we did find it. I got the logbook right here. And the cache contents. Pretty cool to find this one. Like I said, 2003 is an old cache. All right, and I got it re-hid in there, how I found it. Cool. It's a beautiful view down there. You can hear the birds. Okay, yeah, it was cool finding that cache from 2003. That's an oldie. So this is our site. It's a pull through. Plenty of room, but like I said, you're not going to be able to tell, but it slopes way down that way. And my ramps were nowhere near enough to get it up, so I had to take my tie down systems off and raise the camper up to get it level, because it's pretty steep. But it works. There's a trail right here that goes down, and it'll take you down towards the boat launch, and as we mentioned, the trail towards the day use. About to get the kayaks back on the car. A little bit of an outside. We don't get a lot of sun. It pretty much goes this way, or too much sun. We get a lot of sun, not a lot of shade. But this isn't too bad. Our coolers they're in the sun a little bit, but not too bad right now. It will be more in the shade. So this one's a pretty secluded spot. It's pretty cool. You got some rock steps to come down. Take you over this way. It's another little kind of a cool area if you want to have your tent separate. Right now it's making use for our Starlink. Kind of a cool little spot in here for this site. And then back over here is where our fire pit, picnic table is, and our just main seating area. Of course, we got fencing up for the dogs. There are mosquitoes, bugs, plenty of that, but not too bad. Liba, what you doing? Joanne, what you doing? So that's our site. Not a bad site. Like I said, power and water. All right, well, getting ready to do this Alta Lake trail. Not very long, very steep. We'll be taking our time. I'm in no hurry whatsoever. So nice easy trail right here, and then we go up there somewhere up to the edge there. So a lot of vertical. Well, let's see what we see. I do have my bear spray. I got a pack, plenty of water, some snacks. Of course, I always carry safety gear. Let's head out. Right now there still is some flowers in bloom. A little bit of interesting terrain here from what it used to be. In 2014, there was a massive wildfire that came through here, burned several homes. Got Alta Lake, the edge over there. Sun's coming up. It's about 6:45 in the morning. So we will be in the sun as we climb up somewhere. Kind of rather not be in the sun, but I'd rather be out early in the morning when it's cooler at least. But while the ponderosa pine forest is long gone, you know, in whatever years in the future, it'll come back. Still pretty. All right, well, here's where we go up and up and continue to go up to around there somewhere. Nice to see there's a pocket of evergreens for maybe a little bit of shade here and there as we scramble up. That is quite a ways up there. Look around. It's more of the state park down there. It's kind of the main day use area. This fire road's closed beyond this point for whatever reason. Got a trail heading down where you can head down to the road again. But all right, well, I'm going to tell you right now, excuse my heavy breathing, but it's gonna happen. Let's get going. As usual, we all know the cameras can't really show how steep it is, but hopefully the side profile kind of gives you an idea. I've only just begun. Beautiful day. It's June 1st as I'm doing this hike. So what a way to kick off June. Let's continue on. Getting there. Getting there. I think we kind of go straight up that way and up and over that way. Looking at the Onyx app there on the trails. That water over there is the Columbia River at Alta Lake. We'll get more views higher up, of course. That's Pateros, little town. Every step of this is just magnificent. What a great day to be out. Only one up here. It is a Sunday. Most of these campers are going to be leaving. So we'll see. Probably have the top to ourselves, I imagine. We'll find out. Let's get there. Wow. Pretty much at the top of the trail. Alta Lake below. Mountains go behind us quite a ways, but the trail pretty much stops. Let's see if we can zoom into where our camper is. Yep, that's it right there. It's gonna hold it steady. Well, I made it to the second geocache and then climbed up a bit more because, why not? I can't really see the lake from here, but it's a nice little knoll overlooking the surrounding area. Absolutely beautiful. That's the Columbia River again down there, runs that way. Town of Pateros. Brewster's further over. Up that way is your way to Matt Howe, Twisp, and Winthrop, Washington. Just gorgeous. This is so amazing. I would say if you do this hike, it is steep, but it's classified as moderate, and I would say I'd agree with that. It's not very long, but it is pretty steep. Just take your time. If, steepness isn't your thing, you'll get there. Sure, the rabbit might beat you in the tortoise and the hare story, but you'll still get the same views. But I would recommend, obviously, good sturdy hiking shoes, and I used my trekking poles. A little helpful coming up in some areas. Going to be much more beneficial going back down. Beautiful hike. Glad I did it. Well, I'm nearly down at the bottom of this climb. Great hike. Near the top, if you're a little bit afraid of heights, there's kind of a sketchy area, but it'll push your boundaries. The rest of it's not so bad. What else I was going to say? The Motorola's that we actually won that at a truck camper rally a year ago or so, and they worked flawlessly. I went up fairly high past the second geocache just because it was there. Cool spot here. I don't know, you're just not going to get the justice of this, I guess, but it's pretty far down, and they're really neat rocks. I'll walk over this way. A little bit of the lake over there. The only animals I did see were lots of birds, butterflies, a couple lizards. Those were cool. Did see sign of elk and deer. Thankfully, I did not come across the black bear and its 3 cubs, nor the cougar. I don't need to see that. I know what they look like. Oh, there's a chipmunk's yelling at me. Or I mean a squirrel. Yeah, squirrels too. But do this hike if you get a chance. It's worth it. And I hope you've enjoyed this hike with me. No, I did not set up the camera on a tripod and walk past because I don't want to do it twice. Alrighty, talk to you later.